I watched him freeze, right there in the middle of a Chuck E. Cheese parking lot, clutching the AirPods he swore he didn't have. His family stood behind him, confused, while I just stared him down and said, "You stole my AirPods." And in that moment, he knew there was nowhere left to run. If you've ever been lied to, cheated, or stolen from, and wish you could watch karma work in real time, this story's for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for one of the most satisfying real-life revenge stories you'll ever hear. It all started during what was supposed to be a perfect weekend. I was visiting some friends in another city, a rare escape from work, filled with laughter, late-night drinks, and that carefree feeling that comes from being around people who know you best. That night, we left the bar close to midnight. The streetlights blurred through the light rain, and I remember leaning back in the lift, tipsy but happy. The music was low, my friends were joking, and life just felt easy. But by the next morning, that easy feeling was gone. When I reached for my AirPods, my heart sank. They weren't in my pocket, not in my bag, not on the table. I retraced every step in my head, and then it hit me. I'd been using them in the lift. All right, I told myself, no big deal. I opened the app, filed a lost item report, and messaged the driver. His reply came fast, too fast. "Sorry, I didn't find anything." That sinking feeling deepened. Still, I tried to believe him. Maybe another passenger grabbed them by mistake. Maybe they slipped under the seat. I didn't want to think the worst, so I let it go. A few days later, back home, I was scrolling through my phone when I noticed something strange. My Find My app showed my AirPods were online. Charged, active, being used. My pulse spiked. I opened the map, and there it was. The little dot was moving, and not just anywhere. It was moving exactly like a rideshare driver's route. Stop, wait, drive again, repeat. I remember saying out loud, "You've got to be kidding me." The driver who swore he didn't have my AirPods was using them on the job. That wasn't just theft, that was arrogance. 4 days, I watched. Each time I checked, I'd see that little dot zipping across the city. The realization burned deeper. He was driving around with my AirPods in his ears, probably blasting music, completely convinced I couldn't do anything about it. That's when something in me shifted. I wasn't angry anymore. I was focused. He thought he could lie and get away with it. But this time, I had the map. I had the time. And I had 2 weekends of patience ready to cash in. 2 weekends later, I told my friends, "Let's go on a little road trip." They had no idea what I was planning. We piled into the car, and I opened Find My again. The dot was stationary, near Chuck E. Cheese on the other side of town. I grinned. Found him. We parked across the lot, scanning cars one by one. And then, there it was. The same make, same license plate. His car. I went inside with a security guard, explaining the situation, showing him my phone and the AirPods location ping. He looked at me, half skeptical, half impressed. "You're saying this guy stole your AirPods, and you tracked him here?" I nodded. "Yep, and is using them right now." The guard sighed, shook his head, and said, "All right, let's go meet our music lover." We walked through the noisy arcade, kids screaming, machines dinging, until we spotted him, sitting at a table with his family, laughing, and wearing my AirPods. I stepped forward, my heart pounding in my chest. The guard called his name. "Hey, are you... name?" He toned, the color draining from his face the moment he saw me. I could see the flicker of recognition, that flash of guilt that no lie can hide. "Yeah, that's me," he said, voice shaky. I looked him dead in the eye. "You stole my AirPods." The table went silent. His wife looked confused. His kid stared. He stammered. "What?" "No, I found them. I didn't know." "Really?" I said, holding up my phone, "because Find My says you've been listening to music on them for 2 weeks." He looked at the guard, then back at me. His mouth opened, closed, and without another word, he reached up, took the AirPods out, and handed them over. His hands were trembling. His wife whispered, "What's going on?" He muttered, "Nothing," and avoided her eyes. I took the case, snapped it shut, and smiled. "Thanks. Guess you won't be needing these in a mo." We walked out together, me, my friends, and the guard. Behind us, I could hear his wife asking questions. He didn't answer. Out in the parking lot, one of my friends laughed. "Dude, I can't believe you actually tracked him down." I shrugged, grinning. Guess he should have turned off Bluetooth. We all laughed, not just because of what happened, but because justice felt good. And as I got in the car, I glanced back toward the Chuck E. Cheese. There he was, standing by his car, red-faced and silent, holding his phone like it could save him. It couldn't. That moment, watching him hand them back, surrounded by his family, was pure justice. He didn't just lose stolen AirPods. He lost his dignity. Because when you steal, when you lie, it's not just about the thing you took. It's about the kind of person you reveal yourself to be. And in front of everyone who thought they knew him, he got exposed. That's karma. Not dramatic, not violent, just beautifully, publicly humiliating. So yeah, maybe I went a little overboard tracking him down. But sometimes, when life hands you proof and a little bit of free time, justice doesn't wait. You make it happen. If this story gave you chills, hit that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest, most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? And don't forget to subscribe, because I've got more stories where karma shows up loud and clear.